Yo, anime fans! Ever get tired of weak protagonists who spend 50 episodes powering up just to lose again? Yeah, me too. That's why today we're diving into the top 10 anime where the main character is ridiculously overpowered from the start. These MCs don't just win, they dominate. 10. Ishura. After the demise of the Demon King, the resulting power vacuum has broken the balance of the world. Eager to claim this power for themselves, self-proclaimed demon kings from various worlds assemble in the new principality of Lithia to fight for it. Among them, master swordsman Sujuru Yagi seeks to take this coveted position for himself. Joined by Tui Kajizum no Yuno, a young girl he saved from an army of golems that destroyed her city, Sujuru enters Lithia to battle his way to the title. At the same time, the leaders of the Oriatia kingdom seek to destabilize Lithia by launching bandits after the convoys of merchandise transiting through the principality. Enraged, Imishime of Terran, the founder of Lithia and defector from Oriatia, sends vicious thief Kasasagi no Dakai to investigate the origin of these attacks. With war on the brink of eruption, no one can predict what influence the contenders for the Demon King's throne will have on the coming conflict. 9. Failure Frame. When Loner Tukamamori is summoned to another world alongside his classmates, he obtains the power to inflict status ailments, such as paralysis or poison, on his enemies. Unfortunately for him, skills of this nature are considered useless due to their low success rate, and Tuka is thus assigned the title of E-rank hero. Things take a further turn for the worse when Vicious, the goddess who summoned the class, reveals that the lowest-ranked hero will be disposed of so that they do not hinder those with greater talent. Banished to a notoriously dangerous area, Tuka comes face-to-face with death after being cornered by a minotaur-like creature. In a desperate attempt to survive, he uses his supposedly worthless skill only to quickly realize that it works almost every time. Armed with the ability to render the monsters standing in his way completely helpless, Tuka resolves to track down the goddess that tossed him aside and exact his revenge. 8. My instant death ability ISO Overpowered. During a school trip, a bus full of students is suddenly transported to another world by a sage named Shaun. She bestows most of the students with powers called gifts, seeking to recruit them to become sages as well. However, a few are excluded from receiving a gift, resulting in the others leaving them behind. Yogairai Takatu, one of the students who did not receive a gift, wakes up to find a dragon attacking the bus. Amidst the chaos, he executes the dragon using his innate ability to instantly put anything to death. Alongside fellow survivor Tamachika Denura, Takatu sets out to find a way back to Earth, all while eliminating anyone who dares to underestimate him, including his former classmates. 7. Villainous Level 99. The beginning of Light Magic and the Hero, an Odom RPG, unfolds fairly normally. The heroine, Alicia N. Light, meets her three love interests one after another and then inevitably comes face-to-face with the villainess. Yumiella Dulkness may be of noble descent, but her dark hair and rare dark-type magic, both associated with the Demon Lord, spark fear in anyone who sees her. When she is 5 years old, Yumiella regains memories of her previous life in modern Japan, also realizing that her fate is to become the hidden boss that appears after Alicia and her suitors defeat the Demon Lord. 6. Bofuri, I don't want to get hurt. Keat Hanjo is invited by her friend Risa Shiramin to play a virtual reality MMO game with her. While Keat doesn't dislike games, what she really, truly dislikes is being in pain. She creates a character named Maple and decides to put all her points in VIT to minimize pain. As a result, she moves slowly, can't use magic, and even a rabbit can get the best of her. But as it turns out, she acquires a skill known as Absolute Defense as a result of her pumping points into VIT, as well as a counter skill that works against special moves. Now, with her ability to nullify all damage, she goes on adventures. 5. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. In the distant past, a war between humans and demons brought about widespread chaos and bloodshed. To put an end to the seemingly endless conflict, Demon King Anos Voldegode willingly sacrificed his life, hoping to be reborn in a peaceful future. In preparation for their king's return, the demon race created the Demon King Academy, an elite institution tasked with determining Anos' identity when he reawakens. He reincarnates 2 millennia later, but to his surprise, he soon learns that the level of magic in the world has drastically waned during his absence. Moreover, when he enrolls at the academy to reclaim his rightful title, he finds out that Demonkind remembers him differently. His personality, his deeds, and even his legacy are all falsified, masked beneath the name of an imposter. This lack of common knowledge renders him the Academy's outlier, a misfit never before seen in history. Despite these drawbacks, Anos remains unfazed. As he sets out to uncover those altering his glorious past, he takes it upon himself to make his descendants recognize that their ruler has finally returned. 4. Zenshu. After graduating from high school, Natsuko Hirose starts her career as an animator. Her talent quickly flourishes and she makes her debut as a director in no time. Her first anime becomes a massive hit, sparking a social phenomenon and earning her recognition as an up-and-coming genius director. Her next project is set to be a romantic comedy movie themed around first love. However, having never been in love herself, Natsuko struggles to understand the concept of first love, and as a result, she's unable to create the storyboard, causing the movie production to come to a standstill. One day, she passes out while working on her storyboard and wakes up in the world of her favorite childhood anime movie, A Tale of Perishing. 3. The beginning after the end. The story follows the strongest king in history, Gray. Although he possesses unparalleled power, wealth, and fame, there's no one who stands by his side and he trusts no one. One day, Gray suddenly meets his death and is reincarnated as a powerless infant named Arthur in a world of magic. Surrounded by a loving family and companions, Arthur starts to experience joys in this new life that he never knew in his previous one. However, during a journey, his family is attacked by bandits. Thus begins his second life, filled with love and adventure. 2. Mashuka Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Despite being bullied, scorned, and oppressed all of his life, a 34-year-old shut-in still found the resolve to attempt something heroic only for it to end in a tragic accident. But in a twist of fate, he awakens in another world as Rudius Greyrat, starting life again as a baby born to two loving parents. Preserving his memories and knowledge from his previous life, Rudius quickly adapts to his new environment. With the mind of a grown adult, he starts to display magical talent that exceeds all expectations, honing his skill with the help of a mage named Roxy Migurdia. Rudius learns swordplay from his father, Paul, and meets Sylphiette, a girl his age who quickly becomes his closest friend. As Rudius' second chance at life begins, he tries to make the most of his new opportunity while conquering his traumatic past. And perhaps one day he may find the one thing he could not find in his old world, love. 1. Solo leveling. Humanity was caught at a precipice a decade ago when the first gates, portals linked with other dimensions that harbor monsters immune to conventional weaponry, emerged around the world. Alongside the appearance of the gates, various humans were transformed into hunters and bestowed superhuman abilities. Responsible for entering the gates and clearing the dungeons within, many hunters chose to form guilds to secure their livelihoods. Sung Jin-woo is an E-rank hunter dubbed as the weakest hunter of all mankind. While exploring a supposedly safe dungeon, he and his party encounter an unusual tunnel leading to a deeper area. Enticed by the prospect of treasure, the group presses forward, only to be confronted with horrors beyond their imagination. Miraculously, Jin-woo survives the incident and soon finds that he now has access to an interface visible only to him. This mysterious system promises him the power he has long dreamed of, but everything comes at a price. There you have it, 10 anime where the main character doesn't need plot armor because they are the plot. Which OPMC is your favorite? Did we miss any legends? Drop a comment below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more anime content.